His hair is wool, ayy. His feet is brass.
Man, paycheck gonna do that.
I ain't going back. I'm commanded to my neighbor, even wearing on my head. I gotta watch my step. This world is full of snares and full of traps. And we mobbing just like that. Yeah, we coming just like that. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Got these demons on my back, so we steady praying fast. No more talking, yeah, you know it's time to act. Lazy be the ones that they've been hating undesired.
Come on, wake up the mighty man.
No, wake up the infidel men.
Wake up the mighty man.
Wake up the castrated men.
Wake up the mighty man.
So we come out here to wake up the mighty men of God. But the mighty men of God are too busy getting high right now. The mighty men of God are too busy getting drunk right now. The mighty men of God is too busy cussing us out right now. The mighty men of God is too busy thinking that we're just niggas right now. But we come out here to wake you up.
Yeah, we coming just like that. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Yeah, my Christ is coming back. Got these demons on my back, so we study praying fast. Praying fast.
And let you know that we are indeed the children of Israel, because what? We're not calling each other what's on this sign. We're calling each other something else. It's turned into strangers, because now over in Israel we got a nation of people saying that they are Israelites. There are the Jews. Read what you got.
Our houses to aliens.
Our houses, our homeland, because we are not from here. We are from Jerusalem. Give me that in what's that? Galatians 5 and 26. Give me that in Galatians 5 and 26.
The book of Galatians. The book of Galatians, chapter 5 and verse 26. Let us be not desirous of vainglory.
You reading both 5 and 26.
5 and 26. 5 and 26.
Look at 5 and verse 26.
I gotta go, but I'm gonna read it.
Okay, last scripture. Give me Deuteronomy 28.
Let me see it right quick. So I want to make sure when you pull off, you know what you're saying. What he's trying to give you is our lineage. We was through onto a car. Give me Deuteronomy 28 right quick, verse 15. All right. What I want to show you, what we're doing is trying to show our community while we're suffering in the land, in this land, America, while we getting shot down. No, we the only ones got to march for justice, okay? You never see the Chinese man marching for justice. You never see the Arab man marching for justice. You never see the white man marching for justice. You never see the Chinese, whoever, the Japanese marching for justice. It's always us. So what we're doing is out here providing solution. Rioting is not the solution. Fighting the police is not the solution. The solution is us coming back to who we were before we got off the slave ship.
That's right.
And who we were before we got off the slave ship, sis, guess where it's found at? In the Bible. The Bible is in everybody's church. It's in people's car. Everybody toting it on their phone. But guess what? The Bible was given to us after slavery, because during slavery we didn't know how to read it. Okay? All right? Far as reading it for ourselves was given to us after slavery. Now, the doctrine of Christianity, which they taught out of the Bible, was given to us during slavery when we couldn't read or write. So you had only one slave who knew how to read or write, and he would go around to plantation to plantation preaching the Bible, right? What do you think he was preaching? Was he preaching what we needed to know, or what his slave master told him to preach? He's going to preach what his slave master told him to preach.
Right.
And his slave master say, servants, obey your master. God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten son, that whosoever. That's why we still know these scriptures today. I can stop anybody, and everybody knows John 3:16. So what I want to show you right quick, sister, before you leave, how do we know for sure that we are the children of Israel? Because God gave the children of Israel an ultimatum. He said, if y'all do what I say do, I'm going to bless you. All right? These are our great-great-great-great-grandfathers, okay? He said, if you do what I say do, I'm going to bless you. If you don't do what I say do, I'm going to curse you. All right? We happen not to do what God say do, and guess what? We got cursed. And I want to show it to you in the Bible. Give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15.
Deuteronomy.
I know you got to leave.
The book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28, verse 15.
This is the future prophecy. Moses was speaking to them after they came out of, they split the Red Sea. After they came out of Egypt, this is what Moses told them. God said, listen.
But it shall come to pass, if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
Hearken is just another word for listen. If y'all don't listen to God,
to observe to do all his commandments.
If y'all don't do all God's commandments, not some of them. Read.
And his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So God said, if you don't do what I say do, bad things gonna happen to y'all. Y'all ain't gonna be straight, you're not gonna be good. Curses gonna come upon you, all right? Now, how we know that we're the Israelites? It's the curses. Verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
All right, so these curses was going to be upon these children that Moses is speaking to for a sign. Just like right now, we know we at Sicko, we know we on Dickinson Pike because of the road signs. Now, these curses is going to be upon us for a sign. So we going to know who we are and where we at in 2020. Watch this.
And upon thy seed forever.
Upon the children forever. Listen.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and gladness of heart.
Because we disobeyed God.
For the abundance of all things. Therefore,
since you didn't want to do what I say do,
shalt thou serve thine enemy.
Now you hard-headed children, you got to go to your enemies now. All right, now watch this. Come on.
Which the Lord shall send against thee.
All right, stop. It says the Lord was going to send our enemies against us. I always wondered as a child, I'm sure you have too, how did the white man know to come get us to build America up and make it such a great place? Because the white man read history. He read about the Israelites building up Egypt. He said, if I want a great kingdom, I got to go get the best people in the world that God created. So he found where we was at. We was in the western coasts of Africa. We was in Ghana, Sierra Leone. We was in Senegal. We was all over Africa, right? We had got scattered, okay? We was fleeing Roman persecution.
I gotta go, but I appreciate it.
Okay, all right, Mom. We just want you to understand that we the children of Israel, okay? Okay, you read it, and if you got any questions, feel free to call the number. We got a school here in Nashville. We got mothers, daughters, our children there and everything. You're willing to, if you're willing, you can come learn it, okay? All right, thank you. All right, let me finish this up and get it back to you, bro.
In hunger and in thirst.
All right, so we got to go serve our enemies in hunger because we disobeyed God and what?
And in thirst.
So we get thirsty, we got to go serve our enemies. Read.
And in nakedness.
Okay.
And in want of all things.
So that's how you know that we are the Israelites, according to the Bible, because we are the only ones who have to go to our enemies for the want of all things. If you want gas, we don't have our own gas stations. We got to go to the enemies. If you want food, we don't own the food supply. You got to go to Walmart. You got to go to Kroger's and things like that to get food. All right. If you want a driver license, you got to go to your enemies to drive on stolen roads. All right? If you want a birth certificate or a death certificate, or when you die, you even got to get permission from your enemies to be put in the ground. All right? So this is how you know that we are the Israelites. Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
He said, therefore, since you were disobedient, now you got to go march for in front of your enemies and beg them for justice. When a black man or a black woman gets shot down, now we got to go beg them for justice. Even though it's on camera, we got to beg them to lock a white man up for shooting a black man. Why? Read that again.
Therefore shalt thou serve thine enemies.
Because we are serving our enemies in the land of our what? Captivity.
That's right.
We wasn't brought to America to be equal to the white man or the Chinese man. We was brought to America for our disobedience, and we was brought to America to realize that we disobeyed God, and we got to repent if we want things to get better.
Right.
All right? You're not going to hear this in the Christian church. You're not going to hear this in the school systems. You're not going to hear this down at TSU or Fisk University. All right? Watch this.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
So we have to go to our enemies in hunger, and what else?
And in thirst.
And in thirst, we got to go to our enemies. Read.
And in nakedness. And in want of all things.
And we got to go to our enemies in the want of all things. In the want of all things, we got to go to our enemies. Who else does that apply to? No one. Watch this. Come on.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck.
And this enemy was going to put yokes of iron upon our neck. That happened to us during the time of slavery. Hey, shalom, brother. How you doing? All right. Good to see you, brother. All right. Come on.
Until he have destroyed thee.
Okay.
The Lord shall bring a nation against thee from far.
See, the Most High was going to bring a nation against us from far. Who was this nation? The Europeans this time. All right. And he brought them from far. Okay. Watch this.
From the end of the earth.
From the end of the earth. From Europe all the way around to the western coasts of Africa. Okay, come on.
As swift as the eagle flyeth.
As swift as an eagle flyeth. Okay, you got to ask yourself, why does it say eagle? Because the eagle is a bird of prey.
Bring it out.
An eagle is a very strong bird. It's one of the strongest birds God ever made.
That's right.
Okay? Watch this. Keep on. Come on.
A nation whose tongue thou shalt not understand.
See, it was going to be a nation whose tongue we don't understand. English is not our native tongue. All right? We learned English when we got off the slave ship. Why did we learn English? Because God sent his enemy against us. Okay? And we were stripped from our original language. All right? Watch this. Come on.
A nation of fierce countenance.
And it was a nation of fierce countenance. Okay? That would shoot a black man down in the street and say they see nothing wrong with it. That's called a fierce countenance. They would shoot a black man down. Okay? And now tell the people that y'all must march and beg for justice. All right? A nation of fierce countenance will throw people in slavery for no reason at all. Okay? That's a nation of fierce countenance. Read.
Which shall not regard the person of the old.
See, they don't care if it's a person of the old. It can be a young black man get shot down in the street. Read.
Nor show favor to the young.
I mean, it can be an old man like George Floyd, an older guy, get shot down, they show no mercy. Or it could be a young man like Tamir Rice, 12 years old, who gets shot down in the street.
Bring it up.
All right, watch this. Come on.
And he shall eat the fruit of thy cattle and the fruit of thy land.
Oh, okay, come on.
Until thou be destroyed.
Okay, how you doing, Mom? Come on around here. Let me show you something. All right? Are you listening?
Yes, I just want to come listen.
Oh, okay. All praises. That's what we out here for. We want people to listen. How y'all brothers doing? Are y'all coming when y'all come out the store? All right? All right, so what we doing, Mom, we showing our people that who we are according to the Bible. According to our forefathers, who we are. Okay? You see yourself on this sign, Mom? According to your father, would your father be American blacks? Western Indian black, meaning come from Jamaica, Trinidad. American black, your father, that would make you from the tribe of Judah. We never learned this before. They told us we was African American. Okay, that's a lie. Okay, we're not African American. Jesse Jackson started calling us African American when? In 1985 or something like that. That's the first time you ever heard African American. Before then, we was called black folk, we was called colored folk, we were called Negroes. Okay, when we got the slave ship, they said Negroes for sale. Then it went from Negroes to colored people. You know what I'm saying? During the 60s, all the way up into them. All right, so already all the way up into them, them years right there. All right, to 1986, 85, we start calling us African American. All right, so read this again. So how do we know that we the Israelites? It's because God put curses on us, okay? Did you know that? He cursed us, and in the Bible, it tells us the curses that we went through for our disobedience, all right? So
we used to scream black power while Heron was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission. Minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road. Purple and gold. From Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.